Hello everyone, and welcome back to Satisfactory. If you're what is this thing doing here? Can you leave, please, dude? Bye-bye. Can you get seriously out of here? So, as I was saying, well, look at these presents. We have to go collect our next day. I hate this thing. It gets stuck all the time. Oh my gosh. If things look a little different in here, it's because I've been doing some work, and I was getting so frustrated. Did that land on that thing's head? I think it's stuck inside. What the heck? Can I get rid of this thing? Like, can you just jump over it or something? Got stuck before. Oh yeah, go that way. That's smart. Anyway, so the other videos. Well, oh my God, look at all these presents. Like, it's just insane. And I'm not even. Look at that. That's so cool. I have plenty of time to collect all these, I guess, if I want to get in on the whole FICSMAS like stuff. But anyway, if you remember before, I had like a whole line of smelters and I was going to run production upstairs and blah blah blah, and then I was like, it doesn't work that way, because, like, for instance, this smelter here is enough to run 2 machines upstairs. This one is enough to run 2. These are running singles just because of what they're producing. So instead of having like that set up, it just doesn't make any sense. And with the current miners we have, is one miner can support 2 smelters. This miner can support 2 smelters, and then this one here can support 2 smelters as well. So we only have 6 smelters going for everything that we're producing up until this point. And I'll give you a quick rundown. And oh, sorry, we also have a whole line of copper-related things over there. We'll go upstairs in a second to show you how this works, but it pretty much makes sense. This sends copper ingots or iron ingots upstairs. It does something. It sends them back downstairs into a storage container. So we got plates, we got reinforced plates, we got rods, we got screws, we got copper wire, we have copper cable, or it's just called cable. Here we have copper sheets. And here we're going to have rotors in this one, and we're going to have the bolted frames or the reinforced frames, whatever they're called. Basically, this stuff, rotors and these. And let's see, can I place down an assembler? And I've been doing some MAM researching. As I told you before, is I kind of cheated in the hard drives, because exploration of the map and stuff, like dealing with bad guys, like that's not enjoyable to me at all. So that's fine, and we can actually scan another one. And every 10 minutes you basically get a new resource, or a new recipe. And I'm going to show you 2 recipes that we're going to be setting up today. Now I'm going to go upstairs to see about setting them up. And yeah, this whole area is basically just for me to grab things with. Now eventually you're not going to use regular iron plate anymore, because it'll be stepped up to something else. And when that time comes, all we may do is we may take this factory here, put a couple train stations here, or maybe a truck station or a fast belt or something, and just run these somewhere else. And this will keep producing. These 3 nodes that we have will keep running this setup indefinitely. And eventually, once we get smart splitters, we'll set up a smart splitter here. So once these are completely full, all the extra stuff will get put on a Mark II or Mark III belt. Once we get to that point, we have Mark IIs already, but the Mark III belts, and it'll run into an awesome sync, and it will just start cranking out tokens, or tickets, if you will. Because I want to start getting things like walls and making this into a proper factory. Now down here, I don't know what I'm going to do here. I may move, well, that's not going to fit inside, but maybe move the MAM and the equipment workshop in here, or who knows. But what we want to work on today is you see here, I have a bunch of alternate recipes for things. So we reinforce iron plate is typical iron and screws. The bolted plate is now iron and screws, but you get, this is 1 every 12 seconds. This is 3 every 12 seconds, using 4 times as many screws. But if you remember, the belt can run, the Mark I belt can run 60 at a time. So this is actually the recipe I'm using upstairs to make these plates. And then you have the alternate stitch iron plate, which uses copper wire, which kind of eliminates using screws at all. But the 2 that we're going to work on today is rotors and modular frames. So you have modular frame, which is the base recipe, gives you 2 frames every 60 seconds for 3 reinforced plate and 12 rods. Or you have the alternate bullet frames, which gives you 2 in 24 seconds. So almost a third of the time for the same amount of reinforced plate, but for 56 screws. So it's more screws than rods, but the time is so much faster to get 2. So in 1 minute, you're going to be getting close to 6. So we're definitely going to go with this. Now, it's not all alternate recipes are better than the original recipes, of course, but sometimes you get 3 to choose from and you have to choose one. So you just pick the one that maybe is the lesser of 2 evils and you just ignore it to move on. Just like here, alternate fuse quick wire, which isn't a bad thing, but we're not at quick wire yet, but I'm just saying that as an example. Now, the next one is rotors. So this is 15 seconds for 5 and 25. This one is 16 seconds. This is for 1 rotor. This is 16 seconds, so basically the same amount of time for 3 rotors. This is using copper sheets and using, again, 52 screws. So more screws, but you're getting 3 out of it, right? And you may say, well, don't use copper for this type of stuff, but I'm making the copper sheets. And as of now, I think the only thing copper sheets are used for, well, is to make this. And is it used to make the smart plating? No, smart plating is used to make rotor. Okay, so we need those 2 things. So this is going to be the next thing I'm going to be making as well. And then eventually getting into the steel stuff, which we have steel unlocked, I believe, but we're not, or maybe I'm not sure if we do or not, but we don't have it. We're not setting up for that. So we're going to do this recipe and we're going to do this recipe. And they're not going to be done down here. We're going to do them upstairs. And as I say, all this is here is storage. So if I tap into half of this and take half of this to use somewhere else in the factory, it doesn't matter, because this is just for me to come down and grab things from at this point in the game. Because right now, we only have Mark 1 smelters, Mark 1 miners, and we don't have concrete over here yet, which we'll bring concrete in and put it over here, a couple concrete makers. Right now the limestone is all over here, so we could easily just belt that in. This is eventually going to be put on its own platform out here somewhere. This can actually go away. This is doing nothing at the moment, so that can go away. And then you have your, what is this even called? What is this thing even called? The hub, right, the hub. But it's such a big thing, I don't know if I want to stick that, because this has to shoot off, so maybe we'll just make another platform out here or something. But anyway, eventually I'll design this with walls and it'll look a lot better, but let's get a bird's eye view, and then we can go over, excuse me, what I've been doing up here. So I was going such back and forth about how to do this and how to do that, and I think my next go around I'll have a lot better of an idea, but that thing is so annoying. And here we go. Here's our setup. This is a bit of spaghetti, but just ignore that for now. So here we're making the reinforced plate. Here we're making screws at this is a Mark II belt, so we're at 120 per second, or 120 per minute, which is a lot of screws. Here we're making rods, 2 machines making rods, because rods aren't the fastest thing to produce. And then here we have 2 machines making iron plate. And over here we can see this. We have 4 smelters. 2 of them, they're split, but one's going into making wire. This one's making wire, which is in turn making cable, and then the last 2 setups are making copper sheets. And this is there's 6 of these, and that's based on what these 4 can output. And the recipes aren't, the ratios aren't exact, but they're close enough. So there's definitely some backup here. As you can see, things aren't moving as slowly. And for some reason, like your draw distance here, look how slow. I mean, maybe that's it for everybody's game, but the graphics over here are still fine. But anyway, nonetheless, everything is working well. And what we want to do next, as I said, is you want to set up an assembler for rotors and for the modular frames. Now, one's going to take copper sheets, which are here, so we're going to bring a thing up from over here for that. And then we also have to get the screws, which we have, and let's just start, whoops, not dying. There we go. Let's just start placing some things, and then we can get a bit better idea of how we want to set it. Because you remember, this has to go downstairs then to go into one of those storage bins. So let's not put it right on the edge now. Does it make sense to do it like this? Because we're only bringing in a certain amount of materials, but I think it makes more sense to do them like this. So let's just place this one. I don't need it lined up with anything, as long as it's kind of, I think that works, right? Good enough. And then this one here can actually be put, like, we don't need to cram anything in here, because there's no purpose for that. So let's see, so we have the copper sheets. We might as well grab the copper sheets from this one, and then we have screws right here. We can just tap right off of this screw. And then this one is going to need the bolted frames, which, guess what, they also need screws. Now, the way that this is going to work is, this is a Mark II belt, so I can split this. Half are going to go here, half are going to go there, but That's not lined up, is it? Oh yeah, it is. But the problem is that we need a full belt. Where are we at here? Oh, I'm actually wrong here. This is 52 per. Oh, that's what. Because this is per. Okay, so yeah, I'm wrong then. Ignore what I just said. So right now our screw production isn't enough to do both of these. This is fine. Without overclocking and underclocking, but again, we need tons. So these are well above a Mark II belt. But again, this stuff will all eventually get upgraded. For some reason, I was reading that wrong. This is making 120 per second because each one of these is making 50. So it's only making 100, not per second, 100 per minute. But as you can see, it is not backing up, but slightly backing up. When one batch makes it really, this goes right back up to where it was. Okay, so yeah, it makes me wonder if we should just bring in a whole new line of smelters here. But I think for the time being, yeah, like this keeps re-upping this. For the time being, we're just gonna. This is definitely gonna be in the way, and this one might not be in the way, but we're gonna get rid of it anyway. Let's place our lookout tower over here somewhere, and let's actually go up top and just see once. Thank you, autosave. And as I said before, none of this stuff is actually ratioed, which this definitely isn't going to be ratioed then if we have to do all of this stuff to it. But I want to take, how do we do this here? That's going to go, can that grab, actually let's grab it from, how do we want to do, let's grab it from in the middle. Will that snap to that okay? It should, right? And then we can put another one here. And then we got, actually, we want to do E. Why does that not work? What? What? Oh, I don't have enough. Duh. Okay. Let's just do the Mark I belts then. It's fine for now. And this can run into this. And this one can run, oops, that can run on this side. Back 2, and then that's not right, is it? Alright, the MAM has research, which is great. So we're going to grab this. It's going to go to here, back 2. Why does that not look right? Why can't I? Alright, this is going to hurt. Ouch. Yeah, okay, sorry, FICSIT property. Why is this not working? So this is going to go to here, 1, 2, and then it's going to go... What is that? I don't understand. What is it snapping to? It's the only thing about... Well, one of the things about this game that I don't like. No, I don't want it to snap to the middle. I want it to snap to this. Which I guess would be there. 1, 2. There, that works. Okay. So, as I said, this is not going to be built to ratio. Of course it's not, because it's just we don't have this amount coming in. The best I can bring in here is 60 per minute. So this is a lot less, but again, we're still going to be getting materials. And here's the reinforced iron plate, which I do want to... Let's see, can we get up... Whoopsies, can we get on top of this? I swear we should be able to get on top of that. Let's go this way. Alright, let's go down to here, and I want to bring a splitter. Now this is going to go really slow because, again, we only have one of these coming in, but it's at least a start, and that's kind of all I want right now is a start. Then we can monkey with the rest of this stuff another time. I mean, or is it worth doing it like this? I mean, for now, I think we just want to get it set up like this. It may not be the best decision, of course. Let's, can I walk down here? The best I want to go to there. That's not going to work, is it? Oh, look, I can snap it to that. Kind of. Let's bring it down like that, and then there. So that's one done. Again, it's going to take a while for this to make, but that's okay. And this one's going to take the copper sheets. which will not actually be that hard, because we can just, oopsies, that's going to hurt. Oh, never mind, it doesn't hurt. Is we can bring the copper sheets, I guess we can bring it straight up through this. Some of you guys are probably thinking, what are you doing, dude? I'm playing my style. How do I want to bring this? I'm going to split it here, and then I guess I can pop it up through right there. Yep. Oh, this is going to go. It's actually going to go like that, and we're going to hit the R button to change it. That's not going to work, is it? Because that's right in there. Okay. Let's try this on this side, which I think will work a little bit better. I'm going to grab that and then do... I don't know if that's going to line up right with a splitter, will it? If I'm guessing, the answer is going to be no. Let's just see if that works. That looks like it joins it, right? But it's not going to go anywhere because we just have a hole. I got to go all the way around again. One thing I would want to get from the Awesome Shop are ladders. I have walkways and different things, but I just haven't. I think this thing's going to be stuck here this whole episode. Okay. Okay, and again, we only need like 25 and only need 100, so we don't even need, I mean, this one's going to produce a lot faster, I guess, or a lot better. All right, so we got to bring the conveyor belt up, and nope, like that, and then bring, what am I out of? What am I clipping? How is that clipping something? How does that make any sense? And we can just go... Which that's definitely not, oh jeez, that's definitely not not the curve that I wanted. Here, 1, 2. Okay, so let's just get rid of this. Let's do go here, 1, 2. Won't let me do that for some reason. Okay, that's fine. We will just re-grab it and put it here, and then that will go there. So, what is the issue? I think this is actually not gonna... That's gonna hurt again. This is actually not hooked up. Can I sneak a belt in here somehow? Did that do anything? Where did... Oh, it did. That did work. Awesome. Now, again, slowly but surely... Don't call me Shirley. This is gonna be working. I mean, because these only produce at what? A 10 per minute, so we're only going to be sending 10 per minute up top. I really wish I could get up here easier. Can we just like zoop some steps here? Some, not steps, but some, nope. No. Come on. Not quite far enough. That works. I should have done this a while ago. This is going to come up, and that's going to be like that, and that's going to be like that, and we just need some power. So let's put in a power pole. Let's put it here, and let's put another one on the edge. Let's put another one. Can I snap it to there? Maybe I don't even need to snap it to there. There we go. Now we should be... Oh, we're waiting for the... Okay. How are we waiting for here? The screws. Yeah, so one thing, it's going to take a little while to get this stuff in. Yeah, because we're actually needing... I wonder if our... Hold on, let me just look at the other recipe for a second. But I don't want to use rods, though. See, this is what screws me up here. So, it says here 52 every 16 seconds. Right, so then you have to multiply that by whatever. I'm always still in the realm of, well, every 16 seconds you'll get 3, which no, yes, but no, because you have to fill this, right? So it doesn't matter. It's fine because we're not producing per second per minute. This needs to be upgraded. I think it needs to be upgraded to a Mark II. Or I can't. Maybe I actually have some in here. I really don't want to grab hate to grab those. That's kind of cheating, I guess. Now again, we're going to be used, but I mean, eventually this will get saturated. That I'm just going to leave it because we're making modular frames per minute, and all I'm going to do is I'm not going to store. Well, I guess I could store these, right? There we go. So there's 3 right off the bat. We have 3. I guess we could store them, right? We have our storages are actually. Let's look to see how the storages are set up because we have to bring 2 lines down, which. Oh, it'd be great if I could bring another one down right here. I bet you I could, right? I could put one here, and then I could put one right there, right? That should work, yes? I think so. Let's actually bring, let's hit R, and that's going to line up like that, and then we're going to grab another one, and that's going to, oh, shoot, jeez. There we go. Whoopsies. And that is not lined up. That is not. Is that lined up to that? No, it's not, is it? This one is. This one is definitely not. I think I have to move it over one little, just mixed, oh yeah, because it's not exactly in line, right? It's 1 over. So it'll be here. And now we can bring this down. Spin it that way, please. There we go. And then here we can bring, oh, I'm actually running out of, what? What? What am I missing here, guys? Oh, is this? Oh, shoot, I have this one. Duh, it's in backwards, see? Okay, then. Jeez, that was stupid of me. Is that lined up? I think it is. All right. Sorry there, conveyor belt. And we got to go back up top to set this one up. And then I just got to remember that the one on the left-hand side or the inner side is for the rotors. Now again, this is probably the inside one is for the rotors, which of course the rotors are being made here. So let's see, can we, oh, we're gonna need, I definitely should have grabbed, oh, it might be okay. I want to put this to here and put that way. And then we go, oops, grab this. Come on. And I want to grab, yeah, like that. And grab that. Uh-oh. That is in, right? No, it's supposed to be in. How is that possible? It is in. Why is it, what? Why is it spinning? Oh. Is that seriously not going to work? Oh, come on now. Yeah, it's a little not good. But we're gonna roll with it. 'Cause I can't bother fixing that. That is for darn sure. At least at this point, I can't be bothered. And what are we out of here? Bro, we're out of everything. Alright, down we go. This is gonna hurt. Sorry, FICSIT equipment. We need to get some plates. The only problem with doing it like this is you can't... Oh, you can jump onto it. Plates are being made right here. Let's take a couple stacks, and we need a stack of rods. And the concrete we don't have yet, but that's okay. This underneath I definitely don't need. Alright, cool. So this is... We're basically set up, and this is fine because this is gonna like passively run in the background type of thing, which is fine. 1, 2, there we go. I don't understand why it says there's clipping. It's not clipping on anything. Oh, look at that! Our first frames, awesome. And again, this is gonna go very slowly because we're siphoning off everything and this over here, and it's all about screws. Not screws. This is all about. Oh, it just needs. We're producing what we need. It just takes. You just get 5 per minute, so you get 5 per shot. Two of them are going to go here, and three are going to go there. Then the next one will go here, the next will go there. But as I was saying, this is a passive way of getting this stuff, right? So while we're out setting up things like well, not oil, coal, we have our power. Yeah, look at our power. 300 megawatts, and we're using 294. So we're teetering right on the edge of our power limit here. So we got to be quite careful. And I thought there was more presents. Why do I have that? I guess, did I put that there just for this, I guess? Which I think what we're going to do is we should check out the coal. Now the problem is, where are my reinforced plates at here? I don't think 300 is enough to bring all that coal down. I don't know. But what we're going to do is we're going to check it, because I need Mark II belts. I have 300, which is not a lot. I have exactly 300 now. I don't know if we have rods, and we have. So I'm just trying to think what do they take? If I do this, I want to put it here. It takes concrete. Oh, we have tons of that. Okay, so let's go check out the MAM to see what research we got. I wish this thing would despawn. I don't think things like that despawn in this game. Let's see what ultimate recipes we have. So compacted coal is just garbage. Using silica to make concrete is garbage, and here this is garbage as well. Like I'm never going to use any of these, but it gives you the option, and we're just going to keep on. There we go. Sorry, keep on. Here we go. Excuse me. Keep on trucking. One thing I do want to see: do we have CATERIUM anywhere near here? I do have enough rods, right? And yeah, CATERIUM. I think there's one over here somewhere. 700 meters, so kind of. It's not really close, just kind of close, I guess. But I went to, yeah, that one's really far away too. Like we're kind of at the, there's actually two there. We're at like the, I guess the western part, almost like this, the west-southwestern part of the map, like this starting location. So a lot of those type resources aren't anywhere near here. Now, one thing I didn't check is to see if we have enough resources to make more coal generators. Because I don't think we do, because we don't have any copper. We need copper for the pipes. But that's okay. For the rest of this episode, I just want to run over here. I'll show you guys the power setup if you didn't see my last episode, which I encourage you to do so. It was a few days ago. And I also want to ask you guys, if you made it this far, please consider subscribing if you haven't already. Really trying to grow the channel. I have a couple subscribers already, but more is always better in that regard. And yeah, hopefully you're enjoying the series. It's a bit of kind of, I do some things on camera, I do some things off camera, because for me to try to figure out all this stuff on camera, it will never work, because there's too much like back and forth. Now, if we ever play Factorio, yeah, I'll do all that on camera, because the ratios there, everything's per second, and for me it just clicks a lot easier. Because this is how many per second, not per minute, that you have to then divide by 60. But also, I've had someone told me, don't think of it in terms of dividing it into seconds, just go with it per minute. Like, it doesn't matter what the value is, just go by per minute. Now, I can almost guarantee you we have almost a full box here of iron plate, and we're just making this just to make it. I don't think this is running. Yeah, these are off. And this is our coal setup, or our coal generator setup. And the way this works is four coal generators can use one belt, one Mark I belt. However, 4 of them, or I should say 3 of them, need more than one. No, there's our power slug. Need more than, can we just slide under this, please? I just want to show them. It needs, there. So one of these produces 120. I think it's 120, and these require 135. 3 of them require 135, so you actually need 2 of these to supply 4, which they could actually supply, I think it'd be 90, it's 4. I think you can supply 5 or 6 of these, 2 of these, because we're full saturated here, of course. But one belt can't. So it's like, well, do we run a second Mark I belt down, which we could. We could do it right next to this. or we can start upgrading a Mark II belt. And the thing is with upgrading a Mark II belt is we could upgrade it as far as we can, and then wherever we stop, we could just split it. We could just put a splitter. I think you can put splitters on these things. You can. I mean, they don't really like being on an angle like that. But until we get better setup with our production, but again, everything is just temporary. The vehicle transport is important, and once you start getting steel set up, and you know, eventually I'm going to have an area that just makes modular frames, right? It could be even over here, right? I just want to have some being made elsewhere, just so while we're doing stuff like this, things are being made. It's basically passive. This is a long run. There's no way this is under 300 300 plate. There's not a chance. But at least, excuse me, this will give us I wish it would stay light literally all the... Why are we switching presents? I want to go up there. That's cool. Or up there. Now there are some bad guys here. I don't think they can climb up this to get onto here. Or at least I haven't seen. As soon as they see me, which will be very soon. Where are they? They should be right over there somewhere. Yeah, so right now, as you see, we only are using one miner. But we can actually start... Can I not grab from that side? What? Why is it trying to grab from there? Why can't it grab from here? That makes no sense. It should be able to go in. There we go. And I think that is running, right? This is hooked up to power. Everything's powered. I do not want to fall off this, because there are, I think, 4 of... I hear them. I hate hearing them. Water power distraught. I guarantee you they're right underneath me. Right there they are. I hate these. Like, they're the ones that charge at you. And I mean, I'd be fine. Like, they wouldn't kill me or anything, but I have no interest in messing with them. All right, let's see. Not R. I want how much we can... It's basically seeing how much we can unlock, or not unlock, how much we can upgrade. And because we're producing 2 or producing 60 per minute, and this can move 120 items per minute. So the idea is to... Can I not slide down this? There. Is to see just how far we can get. Because if we have a Mark II belt, where we had to move twice as many, which means we'll be able to upgrade, well, not upgrade our power without having to run a whole new setup. But the thing here is I just got to make sure I don't miss anything. Yeah, there's no way we're going to reach the bottom. But these are done on every support here is basically a segment. And that's as far as you can run a belt without a support. So, yeah, we're definitely not going to reach the bottom. We're going to get pretty close, though, I think. We might be able to reach the bottom with this. Because each one of these here is a segment, right? So, I think we'll be very close to reaching the bottom. I think this is going to be the last that we can't. Okay. So, this is where we end our little upgrade. But, you know, we got pretty far. Now, I know I don't have enough resources for these. And I definitely don't have enough. I can't wait till I can start using these things. And I definitely don't have enough. I have 0 copper pipe. And I don't have anything for a pump. So we need a bunch of rotors, which guess what? We're passively making rotors right now. So we're going to need 1 more pump at least. So that is, how is it red? Do I have 6? Right. So we need 2 for a pump. And then we're going to need 10. So we're running about 22 to 32. I'm not exact. And then we also need the water is going to need rotors. So 10. So we need about 40 to 50. But this is still good. I'm not going to bother splitting this quite yet. All I'm going to do is I'm going to put a power pole here just to mark where it stops. And we're going to run back to base and we're going to continue on. Now, I want to thank you all for watching the episode. Please comment, like, and subscribe. Hit that bell notification button if you liked the episode, and please subscribe. It would help me out a lot. Tell your friends. I think off camera I might come back and put in some more coal plants, or we may do that together. And I think the thing I want to look at here is this can move 300, or how is it? I'm not sure what a pipe can do exactly. This is where it confused me because the pipe is full, right? The pumps can move. I think the pipes can move. Let's just check that real quick. I think, let's get away from this because it's so loud. I think a pipe can move at 300 meters cubed of fluid. And now this takes, it says consumption is 45. I don't know why it says 50 of 50 because it says consumption is 45. It's a bit wonky that way. But that basically means that, let's see, 2 of these would be 90. 4 of them would be 180. Would be 270. So 6 of these can comfortably run off one pipe system. But we're going to need another one of these. Alright guys, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next episode.